Movies are dreams that you never forget. Sammy?
To change how everything looks. It's hard to find our house.
Ours is the dark house with no lights.
In this family, it's the scientists versus the artists. Sammy's on my team, takes after me.
What kind of movie are we gonna make?
Dismiss what he does. It's playful or imaginative. You could afford to be a little encouraging.
She should have been a concert piano player. What she got in her heart is what you got.
You can't just love something, you also have to take care of it. It's more important than your hobby.
Can you stop calling it a hobby?
Mom got a monkey.
Why'd you get a monkey?
Because I needed a laugh.
You always have to be the center of attention.
Stop shouting at her!
That has been nothing but disrespect from you. I'm your mother!
Family, art. It'll tear you in two.
You stop making movies, it'll break your mother's heart.
I don't know what to do anymore.
You do what your heart says you have to.
What was your favorite part?
I walked onto the set the first day, and there was a perfect recreation of my childhood house from Phoenix, Arizona.
There it is!
There it is.
Every room that Rick Carter had designed based on pictures that I had given him and visits he made to the actual location in Arizona. And I had to really control myself because it was kind of weird to see your house reconstructed. Well, the paintings are all here. Look at that.
So cool.
We wanted to make sure that when he walked into the set, the places that he would see, those are things that are exactly as they were for him growing up.
All right. All right, you ready to go? This movie for me was like a time machine because I knew where I was at every moment. And I realized at the end of shooting The Fabelmans, I would never be able to go home again. But at least I've got this film to share.
I will never leave Arizona, and Arizona will never leave me.
When I began thinking about who could play my mom and dad, a couple people popped into my head quite quickly. One of them was Michelle Williams. She had a feeling that was familiar to me.
I thought that was the greatest show on earth.
She had such an incredible sense of style, such an incredible sense of herself. The exuberance and the courage that she lived with are things that I don't ever want to part from.
You're really seeing me.
I've had a tremendous admiration for Paul, how he loses himself in roles, and was hoping that the same would happen with my dad.
One of the first tapes I listened to of Arnold, he said electronics was a way of life for me. And so right there, I tried to get in touch with that part of myself or with that part of him.
You spent half the time on algebra that you spend on these movies?
I hate algebra. I want to make movies, though.
The hardest part to cast was the part of Sammy, because it forced me to ask myself this question: how well do you really know yourself?
Action.
He was clear he didn't want it to be mimicking him. The story speaks for itself, so he let me do a lot of it on my own.
It was outwardly emotional throughout the entire process, to the point where it felt like sometimes a catharsis was happening, like as we were filming. You stop making movies, it'll break your mother's heart.
This was an honor to be in a movie like this. You see, what she got in her heart is what you got, what I got. Art.
I couldn't wait to see what he was going to tell me and to see where that would take me. And he was so much my partner in that, and the most incredible actor's director.
That was a great day. That was good, that last take.
I like that.